My parents always wanted me to go to university and become a doctor or a lawyer. There is nothing wrong with this profession, and if I would want to learn any of these, it would probably be a good suggestion to go to university and get a degree. The thing is, I don't really love these things. I care more about freedom and lifestyle. I've been told I should always do my homework and I should always spend my time learning and reading because, there's something special about reading, somehow get you smarter or something. I never got it, I never understood it. To be honest, I still don't. Hey everyone, my name is Eric, and in today's video we're going to talk about what you need to do really to become an entrepreneur and what's the real way to learn and become better, as an entrepreneur. Let's jump into the video. I want to start by saying that I remember that in school I used to learn tons of things that I considered and still consider completely irrelevant to my life and my skills as an adult. By the way, if you feel the same, if you feel like there was a lot of time wasted in terms of education in school, just say yes in the comment section below. If no, just say no. Still good. I just want to see that you guys are following. I want to start this video by saying that my experience from school was that I used to learn a lot of things that were completely irrelevant for me, was not interesting to me, and had zero value for me as an adult person.
Was that really necessary?
I want to ask you guys if you feel the same, that you learned a lot of unnecessary things in your school and it was just, a part of the school's curriculum. Let me know if you feel the same. Now, I also see a lot of my friends and a lot of other people keep telling me that, degrees matter, and they say, and when I try to dive deeper into it and understand why, sometimes they just left with, it says something about the person, which is true, but it's not super helpful. I think that if there is a profession that you want to do as an adult and you know that it requires a degree, then go for it. But anything else you can really learn on your own, you can really teach yourself, and you can really do anything you want. You just need to know how to do that. So this is what we're going to talk about in this video. The truth is, becoming an entrepreneur, it's mostly about learning, it's about consistent learning, it's about practical learning, it's about understanding what you need to learn, how to learn it, and then sit down and learn it, have this work ethic. I think that, again, if you already went to high school or university or college or something, you probably already have the work ethic, you just never used it for yourself. A lot of the times you use it for other people. If you work any day in your life for another person, you probably have the work ethic. You never use it for yourself, you just use it for other people. So just something to have in mind. You do have this power within you, you just need to start utilizing it the right way. You need to understand that there is no set of skills that you acquire and then you're an entrepreneur. There is no set of lessons that you go through and then you get the entrepreneur diploma. It's not something you do. In general, being an entrepreneur, it's not something you do, it's something that you are. It's in everything you do. It's in the way you see the world, and the way you want to take responsibility for your life and how you want to push things forward. It's about thinking how you can make things better and then go ahead, imagine and execute and bring your imagination to reality.
Wow.
Okay, the next point that I want to talk about, as I mentioned, being an entrepreneur, it's all about education and execution. Now, let's start with education. You need to start by understanding a few things. First of all, the first one is, what is your preferred way of learning? There are a few ways of learning. The traditional and the current education system believes that the only way to learn is by reading and then typing it back down in form of exams or whatever. And I just don't see it as reality. The truth is that every one of us is different and we all prefer different ways of learning. For me personally, I hate reading. I don't like reading. I can read a bunch of lines from an article, but I would never read the entire article. I hate reading books. I don't think it's make me dumber. It's not my type of things. The letters get confused in my head. I can't really read it very well. So I'm trying to read only the really necessary parts within an article, for example. I do prefer audio, for example. So if I want to read a book, I will try to get it in a form of an audiobook and listen to it while I work out, while I'm driving, while I'm doing the dishes, whatever. So this is the way I prefer learning. I prefer learning through talking to people, try to understand their lessons, and you learn more from the facial experience and the way that people talk and confidence they have about what they're saying. Some of these things cannot be taught through reading. So it's important to say that my top one preferred way of learning is video, for two reasons. First of all, you have to be focused on the video, because if there's a video and you really just listen to it, you're not really learning. You need to sit down and watch the video. The second is, if you use screen sharings or other examples, there is really no room to get it wrong. You can really learn, see everything in a visual way, see graphs, see different charts, etc. For me, I'm a visual person, it helped me a lot. So you need to ask yourself, what is the way you prefer learning? No matter what it is, understand that this is you. From there on, just learn this way. Don't try to force yourself to do something that is not you. Okay guys, so just to sum up this part of the video, please just comment below if you are a reading person, an audio person, or a video person in terms of learning. Okay guys, I just want to point out that, by the way, it's not that I blame the traditional education system, it's just that the world have changed so much in the past 30 years or so. The internet really changed things, mixed things up. Video went to a whole other level. So before that, the only thing that humanity had was a pen and paper, and that was the only way to learn. And the key to the information were in these educational institutes such as universities and schools and all of that. It was so much harder 30 years ago to get any type of information. So the ways to get information would be to either meet someone who accidentally knows some information and share it with you. Another thing was a language. Let's say that here in Israel, if I didn't know English, my opportunity to read books in the relevant language was slim to none. There was only Hebrew books, and the opportunity for me to read books from other countries were very limited. There was no Google Translate back in the day. Again, it's kind of irrelevant for me because, only 30 years old, but I'm just talking about the previous generation. Another very important factor was if the library had the book or not. That's pretty much the way to learn was through libraries, and if the library didn't have the book, literally had no way to achieve this knowledge. And even if it was in the library, the only way to find it was to actually search in the relevant shelf, find the relevant book, and then read through the whole book to, get this one line that you were looking for. It's insane. The world has moved so much since the internet came out. It's crazy. And obviously the last way was if you went to an institution that taught you this information. So the ways to get exposed to new information up until like 30 to 40 years ago. Now it's different, okay? Let's say that 30 years ago, if there was a group of scientists, you could have 5 scientists in China, 5 scientists in the US, 5 scientists in France, and all 3 of these groups could do the exact same experiment, learn the exact same thing, and actually wasting the time of so many people. In today's world, you can just read about it online, and then this is how humanity moves forward so many times, because you can do so much more, so much faster. Different technologies developed on different parts of the world can be shared instantly, and people can build on top of that, and that's why everything is moving so much faster and so much better. It's also have some impact about political conflicts, about different wars between different countries, different rulers. It have a lot of implications on religions, but I'm not going to dive into that because that's kind of heavy, and I don't want to get my channel to this position. If it's interesting to you, let me know and I can make a video about it, but again, it's a different story. Basically, my point is, and this is how now I'm getting to the core of this video, is that information is now as cheap and as free as it's ever been. It's at the tip of your fingers. You just need to be able to look for it and find it. The excuses are going down over the years. It's there, all the information is there. Nobody's hiding anything from you. There is no privacy anymore. People keep complaining about privacy, but they put their credit card online. Eventually, I truly think that we don't really care about privacy. We just keep complaining that we do. Okay, so let's get into the core of this video. I'm going to share with you the 2 most magical tools, the 2 secret hacks that I found to learn how to become an entrepreneur. I think most of you probably would never heard of them before. Really helpful. I suggest you check them out. The first one is Google, and the second one is YouTube. If you haven't heard about these 2 tools, yeah, you're probably watching this on YouTube, so it's kind of ridiculous. But in general, what I'm trying to say is that everything you want to learn is available on these 2 platforms. You just need to get started. And the way to do that is just understand what you want to do. I don't know if it's a business, if it's an app, if it's a service, if it's a whatever. Whatever you want to build, just type in Google how to, if it's an agency, how to build an agency. If you like video, do it on YouTube and search how to build an agency. Watch the top 10 videos. You will see the types of content that you like. Watch more from the same people, find more recommendations, and slowly but steady dive deeper and deeper and learn more. If you're into reading and you want to open an app, just type in Google how to open a mobile app, and then you'll get the best information from all corners of the universe directly to your computer, and you can start learning. Okay, and then the process is you read something, you learn, you start implementing, okay, execution, more questions comes out, and then the same process comes up again. You get more questions, you type, you learn, you execute, questions, and that's all you keep doing until you get to wherever you need to do. But there is no hidden information you need to get anywhere. If you want to take courses, there are also courses online. I'm just saying that if you're okay and you're comfortable with learning alone, you can do it. There is literally zero barriers, okay? Anything else is excuse. I just told you anything you need to do, and that's the truth. You know, it's uncomfortable. You probably sat here, wanted to see this video and hear some sort of a secret hack. There is no. All the information is here. You just need to sit down, understand what you want to do, and start learning. So what you need to understand, again, there is literally zero barriers. There is no hidden gate that you need to go through and meet specific people to someone who's going to pick you and let you in some secret society or Illuminati. There is nothing like this. It's just you, and you need to sit down and learn. And it's all about your willingness to sit down and learn. Everything else is just either fear or laziness, okay? It's just excuses. So you need to ask yourself, are you lazy? Are you making excuses? Are you afraid? Well, if so, first of all, type yes in the comment section below. And B, it's great. I have a great solution for you. There are two great tools to help you solve this issue. Google and YouTube. Search how to stop being lazy, how to stop being afraid, how to stop making excuses, watch the 10 fucking videos, execute, and then if you have any other questions, just go through the same process, and that's it. If you want to learn more about how to pull the trigger, I'm going to link one of our videos here so you can watch it, and maybe it's going to help you a little further. Again, if it's 1 out of 10 videos, you got 9 more, so go ahead. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.